vision for this country, and I'm prepared, definitely, to be part of it. And I'm happy I'm being considered to be part of it. So the answer is yes.
Thank you, and I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Bahama Shaibu.
Chairman, let me thank you for the opportunity. Honorable Dr. Haj, my senior bro, congratulations. A well-deserved nomination. Many on this table have recounted your very good attributes. Indeed, trust that I want to ask a question about integrity and your competence that you have earned and you have backed it. What many don't know, and indeed NDC needs to celebrate you, is that today, just like religion, that many people fought for religion that we worship freely today. You were the pioneer tertiary education institutions network called TAIN. Many in NDC do not know that you are the brain behind the formation of TAIN. I want to put it on record today that you ought and you deserve to be celebrated. I was happy many years ago to have worked under you as an executive when you were forming TAIN on the campus of University of Cape Coast. Thank you so much for that. We have said a lot. My learned friend Patrick took it through Act 651, harmonizing and then harassment. Let me move away from there briefly. My other learned colleague brought it to the labor front in terms of harassment by foreign entrepreneurs. Let's go back to the external. In recent times, you will have companies advertising for labor for people to be sent abroad for greener pastures. Indeed, there are many of them dotted on the internet. Some you cannot even trace to their offices. Now, innocent Ghanaians will normally apply, pay huge sums of money. Now, for some, apart from being duped or defrauded, the unfortunate ones who will find their way out to these so-called greener pastures are subjected to horrifying conditions. And footages on social media for the past 3 years would show horrifying accounts of some Ghanaians who, in the name of labor, going for greener pastures, people take them there, they don't know what to do. They get there, their passports are confiscated, and they are subjected to various forms of
Honorable Shaibu,
dignifying.
question, please.
Honorable Minister nominee, I know this has been brought to your attention, or you have stated. Please tell us what you will do, what policy you would put in place to curb or curtail this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I have already indicated that Act 651, 2003, labor law is very categorical in pointing out that child labor is unacceptable within the province and working environment in this country is not allowed. So the policy you are asking for will be defined in accordance with the principle of law stated very clearly in that respect. And I will want to make sure we enforce it to the letter, to the logical conclusion where people who are cited doing so will be punished in accordance with the law. So it will serve as warning to any other person who would be thinking of doing so, or who would be involved in doing in such a practice. Thank you.
Any further question?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Nominee, organized labor in recent times has not been that organized. Agitations here and there. Not sure whether it is a legislative problem or a question of reality. You have studied the labor law. I know you have gone through it. What areas do you think are worth noting and looking at in response to organized labor? Thank you.
I think that it's normal in the stream of things and people agitating for more, because society is dynamic. Changes occur all the time. The wealth of the city fluctuates. So as we go along, people are found not to be getting the worth of their input. So there are agitations and requests to increase and all that. So these things are normal. They will happen all the time. What we would do is to understand this trend of affairs, first of all, and then to tackle the issues as and when they present themselves. It will not be easy to give any firm response to it at this particular instant. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, let me wish the Honorable Nominee Allah's blessings and Allah's guidance in your new role. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, I proceed to give the floor to Honorable George Kwaku Ricketts Hagan, Vice Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to add my voice in congratulating my brother, Dr. Rashid Pelpuo. Doc, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to just take you back just one question, and then maybe there'll be a follow-up if there need be. And I want to take you back to where Patrick left off in terms of the Act 766, which is that established the National Pensions Regulatory Authority. Now, I'm talking about the supervisory role of MPRA. You know, MPRA is supposed to be the supervisor of all the pension, schemes and institutions, including SNIT. SNIT was actually set up before the MPRA. Recent events that we are all aware that happened, at SNIT, which is quite unfortunate, in an attempt to offload some of its assets. And it looks as if the regulator hasn't really got the muscle to provide its supervisory role. Would you tell us what you will do to make sure that MPRA assume its rightful role of being the regulator of the pensions industry, including SNIT, which has obviously been around since inception and seems to be the bigger player in the industry? Thank you.
Well, the law has given MPRA a complete power of regulation of the operations of pensions, the scheme, at all levels, tier 1, 2, 3. And so I don't know what I can say beyond the law that function that provides it to produce those functions, that it's it operates with. So I will only say that when I get in there with your approval, I'm going to study further the issues to see whether it's exercising its full role or not, and if there are any lapses, whatever whatever can be done to help us, repair those lapses, I will definitely help to do it. It has to function as a regulator, and that function cannot be undermined and should not be undermined by anybody. Thank you.
Okay, then my other question, I was going to make it a follow-up, but I think I should make it a second question. And that is to do, again, with the Act. Since the new Pensions Act actually started, and because of the ratios that were done, SNIT now gets less money than it used to when it was dominant, the only and the dominant player in the industry. As a result of that, the contributions that come to SNIT